this edition of Sports Card ASMR, we have got an epic home run battle between these two boxes of infamous cards. The Baseball Superstars Kmart edition and Superstars of Baseball Kaybee Toys edition. Let's see which one of these sluggers will form our batting lineup for an ultimate baseball card home run derby. Of course, I'm glad you're here. I am the Sports Card Doctor, and I'm very happy that you're here on the channel that combines sports card nostalgia and ASMR relaxation. We'd love for you to maybe consider subscribing to the channel and then leaving us a like, a thumbs up, a nice comment, hype the video, that really helps. Or, of course, super thanks to help the operations. But most importantly, we're just happy you're here for some ASMR relaxation. Tell your friends about us. I do need to sharpen my Miami Dolphin pencil that's been with me through thick and thin. It's a little dull, kind of like my life. Let's sharpen it up here. Good to go. We're going to need that to mark all the home runs that we're about to see fly out of the Sports Card ASMR Stadium. Alright, we've been having fun doing these home run derbies and other stat competitions, and yeah, we're going to expand those for sure, but I'm going to stick with the classic home run derby competition here. I'm going to make a batting lineup here. We might do 7 for each squad. And based on the home run totals from the previous season on the back of their cards, we will determine who is our home run derby champion today. Alright, so we're almost ready for that. Of course, I gotta see everything that's about to happen here. Sports Card Doctor is old. It's getting worse. It's getting worse, I'll tell you that much. It's getting worse. Alright, let's go. Alright, first up, let's go with the Kmart edition here. We got, this is probably a 1990 edition, because our superstar team managers are Tony La Russa and Roger Craig there. Stack lineup. The reason I'm doing this one is we're guaranteed to have some home runs. The pack edition of the home run derby, it's sometimes a crapshoot on which packs can have enough players to compete. So let's dive into this set. Yeah, this is the 1990 edition of the Kmart Superstars. I don't think they're a badly designed card. Very much of the era, but the design stood out for me. You know, we can get Topps magazine. See the back. The cards there, full stats, full career stats. Let's go. All right, so let's just see who's in the box here. Mickey Templeton, Glenn Davis, the Eck, Mr. Hawaii, Sid Fernandez, the legend Tony Gwynn, the late great Kirby Puckett, Kevin Mitchell, beautiful Chuck Finley, lucky Jeff Ballard, Will Nuschler Clark, Cy Young Award winner Mark Davis, Hojo Howard Johnson, Major League Baseball Network analyst Dan Plesac. There's the slugger, Ozzie Smith, Jerome Walton coming off his hot 1989 career start, Fred McGriff, Wade Chicken Boggs, Nolan still playing Ryan, Mike definitely didn't scuff the ball Scott, Mark, I hope my career finishes up strong, McGuire, Brett Saberhagen, Kevin Costner, J. Hal, Ryan Sandberg, Jose Canseco, Pedro Guerrero, Doc Gooden, the greatest, Rick Anderson. That's a great Craig Biggio, Julio Franco, Joe McCrane, and there's there's our managers. We'll keep them over there. All right. So not using the pictures today. We could do wins with pictures, so we can come back to this box if we want. Let's pick 7 players. Let's pick 7. Now, I'm not going to cheat and look at the back, but we're going off their 1989 stats. This is the for sure, maybe, and no. Maybe. No on Bijou. Maybe on Ricky. Maybe on Pedro. Maybe on Canseco. Ryan. Cal. A lot of maybes. We'll do McGuire. Wade. McGriff. It's going to be a no on Walton. I think maybe career totals 14 home runs. Hojo's 89 season might be worth it. Will is a maybe. Kevin is a 100% yes. Maybe. No one. Glenn, just not a slugger. You have to say maybe on Glenn Davis. And you might say maybe that. Alright, so a lot of maybes. We're whittling this down. I'm going to say no on Nuschler. His 87 season would have been the one we wanted. I am going to make a no on Wade. No on Cal. If this was the 1990 season, yes on Ryan. If this was the 88 season, yes on Jose. Pedro, RBIs up, home runs, no. Ricky, guaranteed to get about mid-20s. So that's on Julio. No. Whittling this down. Yes. Yes, it's 5. Okay, we'll go 6. Go 7. Maybe it might be messing up here. We're not taking Ricky. We'll find out later. Alright, this is our lineup here. We'll go Kirby, Pendleton, Hojo, Davis, and Fred, Mark, Mitch, World, Kevin Mitchell. There we go. Alright. Let us see what's in these superstars of baseball from Kaybee Toys. Some of you youngsters might not remember the thrill of walking into Kaybee Toys and having your toy dreams come true. No managers in this one. What are we going to do? Okay, so this is 87. So maybe on the 86 season. Alright, here we go. Got Darryl Strawberry, Harold Baines, Jesse Barfield, Don Baylor, George Brett, Hubie Brooks, Joe Carter, Glenn Davis again, Keith Hernandez, Jack Morris, Dave Parker, Dave Winfield, Jim Rice, Dave Rigetti, Ryan Sandberg, Mike Schmidt, Mike Scott, Eddie Don't Look at Me Murray, Ricky, Vince, Pedro again, Wade again, Kirby again, Dale Murphy, Roger Clemens, Fernando Mania himself, Fernando Valenzuela, the Doc, Dwight Gooden, and Wally World, Wally Joyner. Alright, so our pitchers will be in the bullpen. As you can see, I've already put 2 yeses down on Jesse Barfield and Darryl Strawberry. Alright, we're going to go yes, Wally Joyner, yes, Dale Murphy. That's a maybe, that's a no, that's a no, that's a no. Maybe on Ricky. Maybe. Oh, we're going to go yes on Michael Jack Schmidt. So we need 2 more on that side. No on Keith, no on Glenn, no players and some Hall of Goods. So I need 2 more. Ooh. Got Ryan as a no. I'm gonna go no on Kirby, no on Joe Carter. Winfield, he's like good for like mid-20s during this range. Same with Jim Rice. I'm gonna say no to these ones. Okay. Looking for 2 out of these ones. And I'm gonna go Big Dave Parker. And we are gonna go Ricky here. Sorry, Eddie, you probably would hate me anyways. This is our lineup here. I'm gonna go. That's our lineup here today. Ricky, Wally World, the Murph, Michael, Jack Schmidt, Hall of Famer Dave Parker, Jesse Barfield, and Daryl Strawberry. Alright. We're off and running. Alright, here are your Kmart and Kaybee Toys All-Stars. Alright. Kmart, Kirby Bucket. Okay. Mickey Templeton, Fruit Loops. Howard Johnson. Just decided to write Howard's full name. Maybe I thought I was going to the hotel. Glenn Davis. And Fred McGrath. And Mark McGuire. And Kevin Mitchell. Alright, there we go. Kaybee Toys, going Ricky Anderson. Wally Chiner. How about this? Dale Murphy. Michael Jack Schmidt. The Cobra. Jesse Barfield. And Daryl Strawberry. Okay. Basically, this is the 86 versus the 89 season. So let's go. Alright, first up, Kirby Puckett for the Kmart All-Stars. And he, oh no, it was that one weird year. 9 home runs for Kirby. Oh man, I made a huge mistake. There was that one year he just dipped out with no home runs. Only 9 in 159 games in 1989. Alright, well, next up for Kaybee Toys, our first stop is Ricky Henderson, and me at 28 home runs. Next up, Fruit Loops, Mickey Templeton. He had a big 1989 season worth 26 home runs. Wally World, his 86 rookie season was a solid one, 22 home runs. His 87 season would be even bigger. All right, next up, Howard Johnson. And we have a big year for Hojo, 36 home runs. Taking a leap forward with the Mets there. All right, one of the nicest guys in sport. I'm a fan of Dale Murphy going into the Hall of Fame. So is my stomach. All right, 29 home runs. Looking good. It's a pretty even battle, thanks to Hojo kind of getting a little bigger there. Let's go to Glenn Davis, big slugger in Houston until he got traded. That big deal to Baltimore and injuries maybe shortened his career, but a big 1989 season, 34 home runs for Glenn Davis. Mike Schmidt, his 86 season, of course, was an MVP year, 37 home runs. His last big year, he did 500 home runs in 1987. 495 is what he carried into 87, and he hit that 5th and 500th home run. Was that against the Phillies? Or against the Pirates? I just remember Harry Callis' call of Michael Jack Schmidt. All right. Looking pretty good. That Puckett is the problem right now for Kmart. But we got Fred McGriff with 36 home runs. The Cobra, Dave Parker, 31 in 1986. Mark McGwire, it's not his 88 rookie or 87 season. 89, 33 home runs. For a different kind of McGwire. All right, we're going to do Jesse Barfield's 1986 season, and it was an American League leading 40 home runs. All right, so we're going to stop here and do a little drama check. We're currently at 174 for Kmart. $187. This has been a murder of a video. All right. Here we go. So 174, and up to bat is Kevin Mitchell, the man known as World with the New York Mets because he played all over the field. Goes to San Diego, in his hometown. He doesn't play good. He's surrounded by his old childhood friends. It's drama. They trade him quickly to the Giants. And in 1989, he and Will Clark are at the Pacific Stock Exchange. Big year for Kevin Mitchell in 1989. What do we got here? That's right, 47 home runs. $221 home runs. We got Darryl, the straw that stirs the drink. One of the greatest swings in baseball. One of the biggest falls in baseball, and one of the more heartwarming redemption stories in baseball. I'm a fan of Darryl. What do we have here? Can he take the victory for Kaybee Toys, or does Kmart secure the win? Here's the pitch. 27 home runs. Folks, we're short. Despite the Kirby Puckett mistake, because if we had chosen Ricky, Ricky, no, that's split, so he would have had 12 home runs for Ricky. Let's see if we had Julio Franco 13, Pedro 17, Jose, yeah, I knew his 89 season wasn't too good, 17 home runs. Rhino in 89 was 30, that was a big year. 90 would be bigger for him, 40 home runs I think in 90. Cal, 21 home runs. Wade, of course, 3. Nuschler, 23, would have been solid. So most of those would have been better than Puckett, but it didn't matter. It did not matter. Looking at some of the players we didn't pick for Kaybee Toys, 17 for Eddie, that wouldn't have been great. 20 for Jim. Winfield's 24. Joe Carter actually have the biggest question of. 29 would have been solid. Kirby's 31. That was the mistake here. No on Kmart Kirby. Yes on Kaybee. If he had been overwhelming, would have been a better pick there. We know that one. 21. Don Baylor. 31. Don Baylor would have been a good one there. So some mistakes were made. Some good choices were made, but I gotta tell you, in the end, it was what it was. This was our lineup. This is what we had. And today's winner is the Kmart Superstars of Baseball, but not to be confused with the Kaybee Toys Superstars of Baseball Superstars. There we go. All right. Winner today there. We might see if this pack, I have some other little packs like this. We might make it a little mini tournament. Kmart moves on. We'll see who wants to challenge Kmart next. In fact, maybe I'll put some choices down in a community post poll, and you can let me know. Okay, we'll do that. A wild home run derby here with some of our favorite junk wax era subsets. Head on out to your local Kaybee Toys and pick them up. Thanks for watching. Hit like on the way out. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next time on Sports Card ASMR.